This is the Edinburgh University A that you can see in the foreground here.
UL, Edinburgh.
Yeah, they're ready to go. Just all under starters' orders.
I shall start you
And
like
here
this.
is the University of London boat.
Go.
Island Challenge Cup.
Get ready, please.
Neither cock's happy just yet. Darcy Burkitt in the London boat. James Dearden, closest to the camera, in the Edinburgh boat. What are they waiting for here, Andrew? What do they want? What does the cock perfectly want?
So once everyone is ready here, he's going to say, and attention, those blades are going to bury underneath the water.
Go.
And now they're straight and level, and they're off.
So a long, grueling race ahead of them in the island. Just heading neatly and watching the boat on the Berkshire station. This is University of London. The boat there came a little bit central, but it's back now. A couple of ducks are getting in the way. Yep, out the way. That's it. Good. Edinburgh University. Just it could interrupt your blade work, couldn't it? If you were in the bow seat there, Hannah Buchanan probably was oblivious to it actually because they were behind her. But if you clipped some wildlife or a bit of I don't know, something, any floating substance on the water.
Yeah, unfortunately, lived experience with that.
Yeah.
I have high-fived a few Canadian geese, a few ducks, and yeah, the worry is that it could take your blade out of your hand. But this is a backward sport, so luckily the ducks got out of the way of the blades before we had to worry about that.
Good to name drop the Canadian geese specifically.
Oh, look at that. Nice
Great
and
race.
tight. This is exactly what you're looking for, that side-by-side to feel and hear the blades of the crew next to you. And both, as in synchronicity, bringing their stroke rate down a little bit, shifting slightly as they come down and onto their race pace. Beautiful blade work there as those blades roll up in perfect time.
And that's the University of London boat that we're looking at. And slightly behind. This is where the experience could really tell, because you look in the Edinburgh boat and they've all got previous Henley Royal Regatta experience from years gone by, whereas the London boat, none of their athletes have been at Henley before, apart from the Cox. Darcy Burkitt has once been to Henley Royal Regatta, but that experience could really tell, couldn't it? They've definitely got a feel for the conditions, the unique conditions, and also the atmosphere and how to manage your way through an Edinburgh University Henley Royal Regatta week. It's going to make a difference. There they are, close up of the stroke seat, Elena Howe.
So the outside hand, that's a hand that is going to be closest to your blade there, and your inside hand, both doing different jobs. One creating the power as a suspension, the other one tapping down, controlling the blade height, and whether or not the blade is square or finish, a square being vertical and on the feather being horizontal.
A level race at the moment in this eights. Edinburgh University just with the upper hand.
I see the cheers from the middle of the boat. Time to go, girls.
Yeah, they need to.
And this is where you have to trust your race plan. It's going to take the full 2K to get this race.
So they can inch back on them rather than try and get it done in the next few strokes. There's a bit of patience required here, isn't there? University of London, there must be a temptation to try and get the job done too quickly. They've got plenty of time here. They've got loads of the race still to unfold.
Those blades going in with the speed of gravity be about 10 meters per second into the water, just bearing enough that you can get the anchored into the water and then pushing the boat past it.
There's a bit of conversation going on there. I could see the markers and the progress boards there. You could see a bit of communication. Come back to that later in the morning, perhaps.
Those cheers from the middle of the boat just takes me back, and this is where it's time to go. Deep breath, leave it all in the water, time to go to war.
Decent battle unfolding. Edinburgh University took the lead off Temple Island and have stayed there, but University of London won't be shaken off. Long way to go still in this race.
Well, and that's the job, is to stay in contention, make sure that that water doesn't open up much more, because it is already a big job ahead for Edinburgh. Pardon me, for University of London.
Mentally, that's probably enough, isn't it? They're going to find that very hard to over, especially in an 8, in a big boat, to turn over that lead. You can see there Henley in the distance. That's where they're heading. They're heading down towards Henley Bridge and Henley Town Centre. See that in the distance. And this is Edinburgh University boat. Lena Howe, Buchanan in the bow seat. He won Henley Women's in the quad last year. And that was with 2-seat May as well. You've got plenty of experience. May Fresham, who won Henley Women's last year with Anna Buchanan.
These athletes will be dialed into what their cox is saying. He's speaking through them to a couple speakers at their feet. It's tempting to look out and to watch the other boat, but you have to stay laser focused on the back of the girl in front of you.
And in the 5-seat for Edinburgh, Claudia Rossington. She's 3 times previously been to Henley Royal Regatta. She won the Prince Philip Cup in 2021 at Henley for Headington School up in Oxford. Raced in the Edinburgh First 8 in the Island Challenge Cup in 2022. So that's the sort of experience you want when you come to Henley Royal Regatta. Not only previous years, but winning years as well.
Yes, understanding how to race the course, what the conditions can be like, and how to understand, you know, if there's wake coming through, how to manage that. If there are party boats going by, with bands on the back, how
there
to
will be
yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. On Friday and Saturday, I know you as an athlete probably look at that in disgust, but for people like me, that's what it's all about.
There weren't too many party boats at the World Cups, World Champs, or Olympics that I can recall. No, which is why we come to Henley for that experience.
So boring. We'd much rather it here. So Edinburgh University A in the Island Challenge Cup. Love a party. Friday and Saturday have Elvis impersonators and all sorts.
Well, wow.
Everything to try and distract
and
them.
well, that's just it. As an athlete, to be able to laser focus in while you have Elvis going by is really something that you don't have to prep for any other race in the world.
The Island Challenge Cup then in front of the stewards enclosure, and well done to University of London, who have actually kept pushing Edinburgh University A along. But they've got enough, all that experience of previous Henleys coming to fruition, and they can move on. So the Island Challenge Cup, Edinburgh University looked good there.
They did, and it's been a great morning here of racing. I feel like it's been a good shot of espresso to me. I've had so much fun watching some phenomenal athletes. Thank you so much for having me. I'm going to pass on the mic here and let you take over the next race.
Enjoy, Andra, and we'll see you later on in the week. Thank you very much for your company.